Okay, welcome back everybody. Thank you for returning promptly. Welcome back to everybody online as well. We're about to begin what I think is one of the most enjoyable parts of the Standards Conference and Awards as we give awards out for some of our excellent committee members and others. So welcome back. We're going to have 6 of the 16 winners of the UK, from the UK, of the IEC 1906 Awards. We'll also be revealing the results, if you don't already know them, of the 2021 BSI Standards Awards. And so just a little stage direction for everybody as they come up. You're going to come up and you're going to join Scott just under the BSI logo there. And we're going to hand the certificates to you. No handshakes this year. We're going to take some photographs and then you will return to your seat. The exception, of course, is the winner of the Wolf-Barry Medal. The Wolf-Barry medalist will be asked to say a few short remarks. He or she knows that they've won it, so hopefully he's prepared and won't be surprised. So I think then, without any further ado, we should begin. And Scott, we're going to start with the 1906 IEC 1906 Awards. And it's a big year for IEC, as always. As we get into the electricity is the future. Tell us what's happening in the IEC these days.
Yes, thank you, David, and good day, everybody. It's great to be here again. And what a super session that was this morning. Thank you very much to Rachel and the panelists for a really stimulating discussion. We talked a lot this morning about ISO, the International Organization of Standardization, where we hosted the General Assembly in London here in Westminster in September. Using a super technology platform, actually, that we were very pleased with. And we had the biggest ISO General Assembly ever, I think, in terms of participants and countries and the officers here in London for that. So setting a bit of a precedent there. Very pleased to say that the UK will host the IEC General Meeting in 2024. So if you'd like to put that in your diary, we expect to have more than are here today physically in attendance for the general meeting in 2024, but it's well overdue. It's time that the UK stepped up and hosted the IEC general meeting, and we're talking with the IEC about what that format might look like. If I were listening correctly to Rachel this morning, we really need to reflect on whether moving 3,000 people around the world to have one party in one big room is indeed the way it will be in 2024. But we want to ask the experts. We need to ask the IEC committee members themselves what they think a UK-hosted IEC general meeting in 2024 should look like, and then we will do that for you and for all your colleagues. Just to say, it's been really exciting with the IEC the last few years. Philippe Metzger, the new Secretary General, has really settled into his role. He's doing super work, working very closely with Sergio Mujica, the Secretary General of ISO in Switzerland. And we've been through, with the IEC, the governance review, the reform of the high-level governance architecture of the IEC, which has been a huge effort. One of those things that I try not to impose on the committee members or our other stakeholders, but internally, very, very important that the IEC is seen as a trusted global organization able to deliver standards that will support the all-electric society, the digital transformation, the sustainable world that we want to achieve, and to have really excellent governance. So these 3 themes are going to come through in the strategic plan of the IEC, which is being worked on as we speak, and that will come through next year. So the IEC really going from strength to strength, working closely with ISO, and indeed David has been working very closely with DCMS here in London to support UK ambitions in the ITU, the International Telecommunications Union. Because if there's one difference from 10 years ago, the convergence of the world around global standards that will support the digital economy and enable a transition to a more sustainable future, that is the one single message. And so the close cooperation of these 3 great organizations is really vital. And we have to strengthen UK interests in the ITU because of digital infrastructure, just as we are in the IEC, the work of the Joint Technical Committee 1, JTC 1, and ISO, as we heard this morning. So huge amount happening in the IEC. Very happy to talk to anybody offline about that. The UK National Committees under Rodney Turtle has gone from strength to strength, and I recognise people here in the audience who are on our National Committee. So thank you for joining us today. David, is that enough.
Thank you.
I'll take
Perfect.
questions, but we're here for the awards.
Absolutely. Thank you, Scott. Well, let's do exactly that. So we've got a lot of award winners. It's great to have many of them in the room. Many more are tuning in online as well. This is one of those days where we really want to bring up the richness of the contributions of some of the experts, and hopefully in what you'll hear me read out, you'll hear some amazing stories. We're going to rattle through them quite quickly, and as I say, we're going to invite you up on the stage if you're here today. And we're going to start with the IEC 1906 Awards. The IEC 1906 Awards commemorate the year of the IEC's foundation here in London, and they honour the IEC experts from around the world whose work is fundamental to the organisation. They recognise exceptional and recent achievements, so a project or other specific contribution related to the activities of the IEC and which contributes in a significant way in advancing the work of the Commission. So without further ado, let's start with our first winner for today. This recipient is being recognised for their exceptional hard work, diligence and vital contributions to the marine renewables sector as convener of the IEC Marine Sector Working Group and through outstanding leadership working on the technology qualification. They've set an exceptionally high bar for the future of the system, encouraging stakeholder confidence in the marketplace. So please join me in congratulating Winston D'Souza. Now, our second winner, who is with us online, so we looked down the camera for this one, was selected for their significant contribution to standardization for ocean thermal energy conversion within the IEC Committee 114, the Technical Committee for Marine Energy, Wave, Tidal, and other water current converters. They're also recognized for their exceptional leadership as an IEC convener. So let's congratulate Martin Brown. Hopefully, Martin, you could hear that. You could hear us clapping online over the music. So, next one. Our next recipient is being recognised for outstanding contributions in the field of control interfaces and ongoing commitment to quality in the development of lamps and related equipment standards through IEC Committee 34 lighting. So, congratulations here in the room to Scott Wade. Congratulations, Scott. Our next winner, who I'm pleased to say is also here, was singled out for an exceptionally long and distinguished career in the cable sector, dedicating time to working in the fields of high voltage testing, optical fibre cables, cable design and product development, and through ongoing contribution to standardization over the course of 20 years, most recently as working group convener. Please join me in recognizing Gerhard Novak. The next winner is recognised for their crucial work in standards development within computer graphics, image processing and environmental data representation on the IEC Joint Technical Committee 1SC24, and especially for their remarkable contribution to the work programme of that committee, including the CEDRUS suite of standards. Congratulations, Jack Cogman. And congratulations to everybody who works on JDC1 for the award of another Emmy Award this year. Well done to the committee. Now, our 6th and final IEC 1906 award recognises the recipients' invaluable contribution and their role as a key driver for the work on the CISPRA standards, including the CISPRA Working Group for Radio Interference. Their tenacious nature in their roles as convener and project leader have been key in improving standards and driving excellence within radio interference. Well done again, Fabio Scalon. Congratulations to all of our 1906 award winners who are here and those online. I think we've got the full list on the screen now of all of our IEC 1906 award winners, including those who couldn't be present today. So let's hear it for all of our winners of the award. And now we come to the BSI Standards Awards, which recognise outstanding contributions to the development of standards. Now, our first award is the Best New Member Award, which goes to a standards maker who has been a standout within their first 5 years. Our first award goes to an individual recognised for being an outstanding global ambassador as an IEC young professional and for their dedicated work and collaboration as a member of IEC TC 61 on functional safety of software, particularly as we see an increase in household appliances becoming more and more autonomous. Their hard work and dedication to standards development in this area is evident through the way in which they've truly thrown themselves into committee work through exceptional stakeholder engagement, nationally and internationally. Please join me in congratulating Nicholas Jones. And that stakeholder engagement extended to lobbying me over lunch about the BSI's own Young Professionals programme, which we will hear more about later. You're quite right, Nicholas. Shirley, I think we should invite Shirley up as well. Shirley Bailey-Wood, our Group Director, would you like to come up as well? Let's have a round of applause for Shirley Bailey-Wood. I think she should tell us. It's particularly appropriate that you join us at this point, Shirley, because our next award is for outstanding contributions by UK committee managers. So for this category, we have 2 winners. The first one, unfortunately, is not with us, but Anita Atra was singled out for her exceptional support, professionalism and knowledge of national and international standards guidelines when managing ISO TC35 SC12 on preparation of steel substrates. Credited with consistently driving excellence, Anita enables the committee to stay on track and deliver their work programme effectively and on time. Watching us virtually, congratulations to Anita. Congratulations. Now, I'm pleased to say our second winner is with us. Our second winner is recognised for outstanding professionalism, organisation and standards expertise when managing CPL 61, which relates to the safety of household and similar electrical appliances. Committees which I understand can sometimes have 100 items on their meeting agendas. Not sure that's best practice, but 100 items on their meeting agendas. They've demonstrated exceptional skill in ensuring everyone is well informed of what needs to be done, ensuring that discussions progress and offering insightful and timely comments. Well-deserved congratulations to Geraldine Salt. So in that drive to get younger people involved in standards development, education about standardization is increasingly important, and our next award is for exactly that. It recognises exceptional contribution in integrating standards and standardization into higher education curricula and or promoting student education projects and research around standards. Our winner in this category has been recognised as an outstanding advocate for standards through ongoing commitment and dedication to the education and development of practitioners within industry, both nationally and internationally, for condition monitoring of machine systems, including with the University of Manchester and the British Institute for Non-Destructive Testing. They've worked exceptionally hard to advocate for standards within their various roles, leading training programs and working to align industry, training and standards. Congratulations, Simon Mills. Up next, we come to the Leadership Award, which exists to recognise outstanding contributions by UK committee chairs or conveners, and I'm delighted that we'll be recognising 6 individuals and 1 team of 3 with this award here today. Now, our first Leadership Award winner has been singled out for exceptional dedication and a truly considered, engaging and inclusive approach in leading SS6, which is statistical procedures, for many years. They've worked with great determination to translate often dry and difficult information into engaging, digestible content that can be easily shared among the wider standards user community. They strive to broaden the membership through being an exceptional listener and welcoming diverse perspectives. We heard from him earlier. Please congratulate Maurice Cox. Our next Leadership Award winner has been selected for their tremendous dedication and impact leading the development of the ISO standard on whistleblowing, and an inclusive and diplomatic approach in leading the BSI committee and the ISO working group responsible for this standard. ISO 37002 aims to provide organisations with guidelines for implementing, managing, evaluating, maintaining and improving robust and effective whistleblowing management systems whilst protecting whistleblowers and other parties involved. And this individual's outstanding contribution has been invaluable in creating a standard which achieves these objectives. Please join me in congratulating Wim van der Kerkhoven. Following on from Wim, we now have a joint leadership award presented to a team of 3 individuals for their exceptional communication skills and creativity in steering the development of the complex and controversial British Standard on Biodiversity Management, a standard that provides a consistent and structured process for designing and implementing biodiversity net gain based on good practice. The team have demonstrated outstanding consensus building, patience, inclusivity, collaboration and skill in resolving issues. Sadly, the team can't be with us today, but let's applaud them anyway. Julia Baker, Nick White and Gemma Jerome, congratulations all 3 of you. Our next Leadership Award winner, sadly, was also unable to be with us today, but let's find out who they are and why they won. Professor Stavrula Leica is recognised for leading the development of the world's first ever national guidance standard on prevention and management of psychosocial risks. in the workplace, and the ISO standard on the same subject. Stavroula led with integrity and diplomacy, and she fostered a culture of respect, collaboration and inclusion among a membership with very diverse views. Such an important area. Let's congratulate Stavroula Leica. Our next Leadership Award recipient is recognised for exceptional collaboration, openness, commitment and courage, leading the drafting panel for a new standard on structural design of pavements. The revised standard will have a significant impact on both the natural stone and concrete industries, making the specification and use of materials easier and safer. This individual inspired active participation in the standards development process, ensured all voices were being heard, and acted with integrity throughout the process. Congratulations, Tim Yates. Congratulations, Tim. Moving on to the penultimate Leadership Award winner, and I'm pleased to say that they are here too. This recipient is recognised for outstanding relationship development and building a culture of trust and respect when leading the Committee on Sustainability of Construction Works, an area of standardisation described as one of the most challenging in the industry. They offered exceptional support to all members and encouragement and confidence to newer committee members, including to those participating as UK experts in SEN and ISO standards development. Their exceptional leadership qualities were invaluable in ensuring the publication of major construction industry standards, especially his ability to be fair but firm and to effectively enable resolution when there were disagreements. Congratulations, David Crowhurst. Now the final award winner in the leadership category. This winner is being presented with the award for their empathy and creativity in creating an open, respectful and inclusive environment on RAE2, the Committee for Railway Applications track. Their contribution to rail standardisation nationally and internationally has been immense, and their exceptional communication skills and expert knowledge of SEN rules have often provided invaluable help to UK rail standards makers. They consistently demonstrated accountability, collaboration, clarity and effective communication skills, which were invaluable in leading the committee. Congratulations, Quentin Phillips. So congratulations again to all of our Leadership Award winners. Now our next award to be presented is the Representing Consumers Award, which is for exceptional contribution by a consumer representative in ensuring the needs of consumers are recognised during the development of a standard or standards. This award is presented to someone who is recognised for outstanding contributions representing the voice of the consumer in standards development at national, international and European level. They've demonstrated exceptional vision and dedication as chair of the BSI Consumer and Public Interest Network, working tirelessly to maximise the network's influence to tackle emerging consumer challenges, such as developing the proposal for a new standard on increasing understanding of online terms and conditions. Their tremendous commitment to and advocacy for the benefits of consumer representation in standards development has been invaluable. Please join me in congratulating Julie Hunter. Congratulations, Julie, and more from Julie later in the day. And now to the next set of awards which recognise exceptional contribution by a committee member when serving as the UK delegate to an international and/or European committee. So let's move on to our first winner, who is with us online today. He has been recognised for his exceptional contribution and his diplomacy, diligence and meticulous attention to detail in the development of the ISO standards for building information modelling. They're a highly committed and impactful UK expert who approaches challenges with calmness and courtesy and is able to work collaboratively and effectively to influence the work of the committee. Let's join to congratulate David Churcher. Our second winner, who is also online, is being recognised with an award for representing the UK because of their dedication, diplomacy, collaboration and professionalism in the development of the ISO standard for automotive cyber security, an emerging area within the automotive industry that is beginning to address well-documented safety concerns around automotive cyber security. The winner has been exceptionally proactive in engaging with industry experts from different sectors and has been a credit to the UK voice at an international level. So please join me in congratulating Harman Hunjan. Before we move on to our final award to be presented today, I'd just like to pause to offer special recognition to 3 of our Standards Makers Awards nominees. These 3 individuals were nominated for awards this year but were not eligible to win because they'd already won one. But they were nominated again, and I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge them and show our appreciation to them for sustaining a level of commitment and contribution that continues to set them apart from their peers and continues to get them recognised and nominated for awards again and again. 2 of them are here in person, so I might just ask them to stand up so we can congratulate Anne-Marie Warris, Robert Garbett and Nigel Carter. Thank you to all of them. And now we come to the final Standards Makers Award to be presented. This is the award for outstanding and sustained impact. The Wolf Barry Medal, simply put, is the BSI Lifetime Achievement Award for Standards Makers. The winner of this award is always invited to say a few words, so they already know who they are, but I'd like to ask for your attention while I tell you a little bit about their outstanding contribution. Our Wolf Barry Medal winner this year is being recognised for outstanding contributions to a life-preserving area of standardisation, that of child safety. Over a long-standing dedicated career developing numerous British and European standards, many years as chair of the Safety of Child Use and Childcare Products, they've become a highly regarded, effective and sought-after expert within child safety standardisation. They've also served with distinction as a member of numerous other committees and subcommittees over many years. Using their wealth of experience, knowledge and skill, they consistently strived to create child safety standards that were fit for purpose. They brought to bear exceptionally deep understanding of child behaviour and the associated risks and utilised this knowledge to maximum effect when developing new standards or amending existing ones, ensuring the standards enabled the maximum possible mitigation of risks to child safety. Please join me in congratulating this exceptional ambassador for and contributor to standards and standards making, the 2021 Wolf Barry Medal winner, Robert Anslow.
Thank you to BSI for this award. Unexpected, but I have been in standardisation a long time. I'll never forget my first meeting that I came in as a very young lad to Green Street. Don't know how many people remember that? And as a young lad, wet behind the ears, I was late. And the secretary, who was a gentleman called Mark Ratcliffe Genge, said to me, "You're chairman," last in the room. So that was my first chairmanship at BSI. And since then, I've sat on many committees at BSI, chaired a lot of them, done a lot of meetings, a lot of support from the secretaries and managers. We always have a bit of fun in my meetings. I'm pretty casual in my approach to this work, believe it or not. And then we started off in Sen 30 years ago. I'm one of 3 surviving members of the first meeting, and now into ISO for childcare products. It's a very important sector. I believe in it passionately. I'm involved with the industry anyway. I chair the Trade Association for the industry, and I'm president of the European Products Association for the industry. So I'm heavily involved in the industry, and I believe so much in safety for children. We will have conflicts, I'm sure, because child safety does not always agree with the way life is going at the moment, because it's so important to save children's lives. You know, one example, we have car seats, which we believe that you should never use a second-hand car seat. It can be very dangerous, it could have had damage. But that goes against some of the trends we've got at the moment. So there will be conflicts along the way. I know manufacturers, which I represent on different things, are all working in the correct way. But the primary aim is child safety. And that I have been a nightmare for BSI over the years, disagreeing with some of the things, the way we move forward on it. But yes, I love the work I do. And I enjoy my committees, and I enjoy working with all the managers these days. And it's been great fun, as well as serious work. Thank you.
Congratulations, Robert Onslow, 2021 Wolfberry Award winning medal. So this brings us to our final set of awards. Shirley, I think you're going to do the honours this time. This is for our users. This is quite it's a fairly new category, but this is quite an important part of our work, right? It's on.
So my own congratulations to everybody in the room and online who have just been successful in being recognised for the Standards Makers Award. So a great community that we have regular and deep contact and conversations with, and of course our consumer experts and supporting team there as well. But we move on now to the standards users. So all of the huge endeavours that all of you in the room and everybody on our committees are working hard to create these wonderful tools, these wonderful applications that can actually make a difference to people's lives and to businesses. And so in recent years, we've had the pleasure of running these awards to actually recognise our standards users. So those many, many people across the UK, businesses across the UK and beyond, who really take the benefit of what you're all doing within our standards makers community, and then have the challenge in some cases and the ingenuity in many cases to apply those standards. And so in recent years, we've really wanted to recognise and learn from our standards users, both the challenges that they have, in introducing standards into their environments, and also to hear that story and to hear the story of their journey of applying the standards and the benefits that arise from that. So we're going to move on to these awards now. It's a very exciting part of the year for me and the team who receive these submissions for these awards. We have great fun and interest in reading them, and I will follow up with all of the winners just to have a personal conversation in a little bit more detail about your journey.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shirley. Right, well, let's begin then with our first Users Award, and this award recognises how an organisation has used a standard or standards to develop business performance improvement. So our winner, who's joined us online today, uses standards including the Quality Management System standards, Occupational Health and Safety Management, Environmental Management System standards to drive business performance improvement. And through adopting these standards, they've transformed a group of autonomous factories and associations into one organisation. They've implemented a more robust and aligned centralised document management system and strengthened their audit facility across the organisation, enabling them to drive continuous improvement, standardise and improve objectives across the company and provide better guidance to all departments and better products and services to customers. So please join me in congratulating Wren Kitchens. And I think Trevor Nixon from Wren is online, so hopefully, Trevor, you could hear the applause and congratulations for what you do with standards. Now, our next category recognises how an organisation has used a standard to develop resilience, and I'm delighted to announce that we've got two winners in this category. Our first winner, they're not able to be with us today, but we'd like to tell you about them and why they won. It's the international group at the Civil Aviation Authority. They developed resilience using the standard ISO 9001 that we all know, the Quality Management System standards. Implementing this standard was vital for them in supporting the team with their transition to a digital-first approach, for delivering a large portfolio of aviation training courses for the global aviation industry. This standard was a key driver for business change and was fundamental in enabling the team to maintain exceptional customer satisfaction during and after the transition. So please join me in congratulating the international group at the Civil Aviation Authority. Our second winner, who I think is in the room, is recognised for using the standard ISO 22301, Security and Resilience. Implementing this standard has enabled the business resilience team to ensure a high level of organisational resilience across the business during a merger and rebranding, and played a pivotal role in enabling the delivery of exceptional customer service throughout the pandemic and ensuring the correct policies and procedures were in place to fully integrate into one new organisational structure. So please join me in welcoming Jennifer McKenzie to accept this award being presented to Aberdeen. The next Standards Users Awards category recognises the use of voluntary standards to drive safety. Our award recipient used the ISO Safety of Machinery Interlocking Devices standard associated with guards, the full standard title, and BSI ISO 13849 Safety of Machinery, Safety-Related Parts of Control Systems during the creation of a new product range, which contributes to safe access to and control of industrial machinery in explosive and hazardous environments. Their use of the standard enabled them to provide exceptionally safe products and extend their use to even more applications and industries. Please join me in welcoming Stuart Lumsden, who will accept this award on behalf of Fortress Safety. we now move to the award to recognise the use of standards to enable sustainability. So the winner used the ISO 2012-1 Event Sustainability Management Systems standard for delivery of a World Championship series of events. The standard was instrumental in building a more robust legal register to manage risks and developing trustworthy collaborations with key partners and sponsors through an integrated waste management and recycling plan. This organisation has demonstrated a forward-thinking, innovative approach to event sustainability, saving the equivalent of over 200,000 single-use plastic bottles in one season alone through hydration stations and reusable water pouches. So I'd like you to join me in welcoming Iona Nielsen to accept this award, which is presented to ABB FIA Formula E. So we've had financial services, child safety, motor racing world championships. What's next? We have two winners in our next category. It's the Standards Users Awards for those who've used voluntary standards to create trust. So let me tell you a bit about our first winner. They implemented the quality management and environmental management system standards along with the information security standards and occupational health and safety standards in order to drive trust in their organisation. Use of the standards has enabled the development of robust systems, significantly streamlined resource requirements, and highly compliant teams across 2 sites. Most importantly, they've enabled a culture of trust within their customer and end user base and provided confidence and assurance around the safety of the long-term storage of records. Please welcome Simon Morgan to accept this award on behalf of Nucleus, the Nuclear and Caithness Archives. Our second winner in this category has developed trust through implementing the British Standard on valuing people through diversity and inclusion. Adoption of the standard enabled them to offer outstanding learning support for students with additional needs and to develop trust with students from diverse cultural backgrounds. The standard has provided them with insight into how their diversity and inclusion policies and practices may be developed or improved upon to the benefit of the organisation and all their stakeholders. They fostered a truly caring and supportive environment for staff, for pupils and their families, and inspiring outcomes in terms of family sustainability, mental health and life opportunities. Please welcome Mary Jo O'Carolan to accept this award on behalf of St Cecilia's College. Congratulations to all our award winners. We now move into the final award for today, which is a special Commendation Award to recognise contributions to standards making, promoting the use of standards and representing standards users. Our winner, who joins us online, is being presented with this special award in recognition of their many dedicated and impactful years representing and enabling the voice of standards users through their leadership of the British Standards Society and the International Federation of Standards Users. They've dedicated their career to championing the use of standards, sharing their knowledge, experience and expertise, and encouraging standards users to get involved in the development of standards. They've also given of their own time and knowledge to contribute to the development of standards and to raise awareness with the next generation of potential standards users. They've been a champion for the role of standards and for the importance of the multi-stakeholder driven standards. So please join me in congratulating, wherever you're watching this from, Andrea Bedard-Smith. Andrea is a long-term and extremely valued contributor to all of these events, but can't be with us today. She's already submitted a question for this morning, and when I checked the iPad, she's probably submitted a question for this afternoon as well, so we look forward to seeing that. So that closes our awards ceremony. Let's join, I think, in one final round of applause for all of our winners today. Congratulations, everybody.